coming into your YouTube airwaves. I'm Vaughn, the Stat Man, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman, and guys, check out my website, VonnTheStatman.com. All right, guys, so the free contest that I gave you guys on Friday was a massive success. I'm glad I was able to help you guys out. I gave it to you guys on Thursday, actually. So glad you guys, whoever used it, hope you guys did well. And we did well that day. Both of the lineups I did extremely well. All that and more coming up in this 5-game breakdown. So without any further ado, without wasting your time, let's get into the lineup breakdown. Guys, so here's a quick recap of the free line. It did a 314, guys, and if you didn't catch the adjustment where I told you to put in Brown, you did a 309 with the original line, but most of you guys did catch it. So I want to say thank you, guys. And guys, I will do another free line tomorrow if I get at least 30 likes on this video. So before I begin this video, guys, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel and also leave a comment, guys. Thank you. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's break down this 5-game NBA slate. All right, guys, so in this 5-game slate, what I like to do, guys, is I really like to focus on 2 games on 5-game slates. And then on the 3rd game, I just grab 1 player. So I find a game that I like, and I try to get 2 players from each team. And I do that with 2 games. So that gives me 8 players. And then I find a 3rd game that I can grab 1 player. So that's how I do mine. All right, so let's break it down real quick, guys. So at the point guard position, when I look at Halliburton going up against Portland, this is a matchup that I am definitely interested in. Halliburton and Maxey and Cunningham all can get 45 fantasy points. I believe that Halliburton can get 60 in this matchup. I believe Maxey can get 50, and I believe Cunningham can get 45. So all 3 of them are great. Brogdon is someone who I believe can get 40. I believe James Harden will go for 40 in his last matchup. He had 30 points, but I think he'll get 40. This is a game that they play well against Denver. The Clippers have always played well against Denver, and I believe that Harden will keep that flowing. Murray is a game time decision. He didn't play Sunday. Clarkson, he didn't play Sunday, so he's going to be questionable for Monday. Westbrook has really taken a back seat. You know, he's going to have a lot of down games because his minutes are not going to be consistent. If the first unit is rolling, then Westbrook minutes will be down. But if the first unit is not in rhythm, let's say Harden is off, then he'll have more minutes. But you don't know when they're going to be off or on. So Westbrook is a big gamble. You got Russell at Philly. I do like this matchup because Maxey is not a defensive stopper at this stage of his career. So they'll probably put Melton on Russell. But I do like Russell. But guys, I'm not even going to prolong this, guys. I'm giving you Halliburton. I just don't see how Portland can stop them. Now, Brogdon's a pretty solid guy, but I'm going to give you Halliburton. And I'm going to give you Brogdon. And I'm giving you Brogdon and Halliburton because Brogdon was basically in Indiana. He was the starting point guard for Indiana. And then, he went over and he went to the Celtics. And now he has his team in Portland. Halliburton originally was with Sacramento. Now he has his team in Indiana. So I think that they're both going to go at each other. I think it's going to be a great game. And I think this game has a chance to break the slate because neither one of these teams play defense. And both teams has at least 3 guys that can get you 30 plus. So this is a game that I'm going to have a lot of interest in. All right, at the small forward position, LeBron James is a game time decision, but he's been a game time decision pretty much the entire season. Paul George is Mr. Consistent. Like, he just stays getting 40 points. Like, look, he just gets 40. Like, you can just count him for 40. And the reason is because he typically impacts 3 stat categories. And he hasn't had a steal or a block in 2 games. So this is going to be a very big game for George. So I'm giving you Paul George. So far you got George, Brogdon, and Halliburton. And I believe that this is going to be the core of your lineup. you're expecting, your goal is to get 150 points from these three. That's what you want. You get 150 points from these three, then you can actually take down a GPP. You're hoping to get 60 from Halliburton and then like 42 from Brogdon, 42 from George. That can pretty much get you to the 150 mark. If you get that, now you're talking about you're in contention to actually take it down. So now the power forward position, guys, we got to save money. So let's go down. You got a Agenza at Detroit. I like that matchup. You got Collins, New Orleans. You got Harris with the Lakers. Olynyk, New Orleans. Someone who I like, guys, I like Tice, but I'm going to give you Obi Toppin. And I'm only giving you him because he's 4,800, guys. So I'm not expecting Obi Toppin to give me 35 fantasy points, which he has the capability to do that. You see, he had a 35, a 38, and he's done it a few times this season. You know, he's done it twice. But I just look at a player's last 5 games. And in the last 5 games, he's gone 24 at least 3 times. So I'm seeing that he's now impacting 3 stat categories. And when he has a good game, he gets a steal or a block. So we're hoping that this is the game where he can get us a steal or a block. All right, guys, at the center position, guys, and last but not least, the boomstick player of the night is none other than Duren. And I'm giving you Duren because centers just kill Washington and centers kill Detroit. So I would recommend running Washington center or Detroit center. Now you can run Washington center because he's like $800 less, but I believe Duren can get you 40. So in this lineup, we want Duren to get us 40. We want Toppin to get us 25. We want George to get us 45. We want Brogdon to get us 42. And we want Halliburton to get us 55 to 60. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. I am on to break down the rest of the slate. Oh, and guys, the boomstick player of the night is Paul George. All right, guys, so Duren, Toppin, George, Brogdon, and Halliburton. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. So I'm on to break down the rest of the slate. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And, again, guys, 30 likes on this video. I will do a complete lineup on Tuesday's video. Love you guys. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and also leave a comment. Thank you, guys. Again, love you guys.